Today we'd like to take this time to talk to you about our air freight service that we've been promoting on Facebook that allows you back home to be able to buy stuff on major US online stores such as eBay, Amazon, Walmart, and have it shipped to our address, and then we process it and have it shipped back to you back in Liberia. That service also provides opportunity for people even in the US but in other states to buy stuff for their people back home in Liberia, use our address, have it shipped to us, and then we package them and send it to your people in Liberia. So a lot of you have been having some questions, so we just want to show you how this works. And for example, we have some packages here. If you see here, this customer is Nathaniel Bobson. He used our address here, Nathaniel Bobson. So he used our address 9325 Pressway Lane. So he bought these things online and they were shipped to us and we received them. These are all Amazon packages. This one was also bought on Amazon. This is one of our regular customers. This is Lincoln Morris. So he bought using our address. So you see Lincoln Morris, LIB Ship Express, LLC, and he used our address. So we collect the package for him and all the other customers and we'll put them together and have them shipped. So we also received this package from this lady is Lucid. They are usually is in Minnesota, so she delivered this package to our African food store, and we'll be sending it to Liberia. We ship every Friday, so the flight leaves from here every Friday, and it takes up to 2 weeks to reach to Liberia. We also have huge different packages that were sent by different people. So on this side, we also have another customer. This one is for the customer name is Stephen Moore. So if you look on the package here, Stephen Moore, he bought the stuff and it was brought to us here. So Stephen Moore used our address also. So you can also take advantage of that. We have one big package from one of our customers. She has a mission in Liberia. She bought all of this stuff, right? So it's for Sarah. These are all Amazon boxes. So this one is for Sarah Jennings Brown. So Sarah also bought her stuff. Just use our address and have it sent. We thought about this to alleviate the major constraints that you have back home, wherein you want to buy something very durable online, but you do not have the address. Your relatives here are busy; they cannot have the time to go and have those packages arranged and shipped to you. We are offering our services to you to make it very easy for you. Just go online, find what you want to buy, use our address, and have it sent. If you have the constraint of not having a Visa card or MasterCard to do the payment, we offer to also pay for you here. Then you pay to our people in Liberia. We have our established business outlets in Liberia. You pay to them in Liberia. They communicate that to us. You screenshot your payment, and then we can use our own account here and pay for stuff for you online and have it sent to us. We are very, very reliable. This is a company that is here to stay. It's here to make everything better for you. And you can just rest assured that once you do business with us, you will have your stuff delivered in tight. There will be no need to worry about you losing your packages. The management of this company are people who have years of experience, right? I personally have years of working in banking and finance. My partner, Mr. Cyrus McGee, has years of media work. He's popular in the Minnesota area. We have an African food store that we run that has been there for years. So we are not people that you can have any doubt about, right? When it comes to integrity, reliability, honesty, and professionalism, those are the things that we bring to the table. So you can rest assured, as these customers have faith in us to deal with us, you back home can also take advantage. In Caldwell, that's where we have our chain of stores in Asamukatan Junction, Caldwell. So if we send your stuff, you can also go and pick it up there. If you cannot go to Caldwell, if you're in the Central Moravia area, you can just let us know. We will deliver it to you for a fee, right? So count on us. Take advantage of our service. There's no more excuse for not buying what you need in America. You can buy anything you want to buy. You have book bags that were bought by customers. You have game, a toy that was also bought. You have people are buying how they call it, tablets and whatever they want to ship. And they come to us, we handle it with care and have it delivered. So thank you again. If you have questions, head to our page and make your inquiry. Will respond to you in record time. Those numbers that we have on our flyers are numbers that can be reached both on WhatsApp and you can also call those numbers directly. Our Liberian numbers are also there. So feel free to reach out to us at any point in time. Thank you very much.
And what for Clipper? If for Clipper, my people tired of suffering. We need a change. Listen, you're not need to tell me what's happy. I can see it in your eye, no something happy. I can see it. You're not talking, but your heart talking. Telling me you're hungry, you're not getting nothing. You're poor, you can't afford. Some of your life more than dig hole and cover hole. Some of your lost you the civil war. Some of your breadwinners sitting home, government say no job. You're fed up with the hard living. Just to survive, some of your inner in the street baking. We call the people who's up to help you. Who you're putting for? Look at how they turn their back on you. They lie. They're not finished with the poverty reduction strategy. They lie to your division 2030. So empty. So Kale and give it. At the end, they defeat all of your improperty. Calamity. I wish I was a millionaire. And someone there I know and Ryan, let me make it clear. Instead of Johnny politics, I will build houses. Get loans to the poor so they can pay taxes. Yeah. Me kuli de jainu, me kuli de jainu. Wala wala na de nu. Me kuli de jainu, me kuli de jainu.
All right.
You get eye, you can't see.
Today is another beautiful day.
You get mob, you can't tell your folk can't even walk. People hating you because you hear the cap. They go.
Why you gotta make in the cap?
You are in the community. What if I say it for those with disability? Then come and say they reopen the school. You now see hungry people go to school. Instead of giving job to the jobless, hope to the hopeless, home to the homeless.
All right. It is what it is. Today is another beautiful day. All right, today is happened to be Monday, the 27th of October, 2025. And today is the Humanity Conversation Recess Period segment. We're just going to be playing a little bit of music while we await the rest of the panelists to go straight into our conversation. Today we're having a exciting conversation to discuss today, a very, very important discussion that we need to share with the Liberian people and other people in other part of the world. So if you just joining, we appreciate you to kind of like and follow the Humanity Conversation, or you can follow us on the Extended Hands Liberia official Facebook page. You can also follow us on my own personal handle, Morrison Dassin Jr., so that we can have this wonderful conversation today. So if you just joining, I would like to welcome you to the Humanity Conversation. The Humanity Conversation is a fascinating podcast that highlight major human interest stories and development in Liberia and other part of the world. Yeah, so we urge you to please like and follow the Humanity Conversation. Yeah, we discuss human interest stories 100%. We don't dive into politics. There's nothing about politics that interests us, but we also talk on issues that affecting the common people that the government is not looking through. We also talk about it, but we are 100% on human interest story. Yeah, what interests all is the human interest story that interesting us so much. So, would like for you to please like and share the Humanity Conversation page. You can go and follow us on the Humanity Conversation page. Shortly, we'll start streaming on the Humanity Conversation page. So, thank you. If you just joined us, I'd like to say welcome again to the Humanity Conversation podcast. Today, what we have for you today, we'll be discussing should our high school grade 9 to 12th grade include vocational education, giving students practical skills and career path before graduation. Basically, these are things that we'll be discussing today. And I would like to say, welcome to the conversation, my dear brother Amadu.
Yeah, it's great to be here on another editions of the Humanity Conversations. Hopefully, this is our last week in October, and I hope and pray that it be amazing and all our panelists be healthy to see how best we can move further. Sorry, I'm a bit, heated here, and we're going to try our best to see how best we can bring you the conversation. And one thing I love about today, or discussions. It's very much interesting though, because these are things we should be discussing. We shouldn't just have a platform that every day will go on and tell you how this president is not doing well, this president is doing well, or how this politician is moving about praises and be celebrating people like us and people, especially people who spend on to make them rich. These are topics, these are discussions. I believe these are discussions that should be to the Ataisha, to the community. People should be discussing these things. And that's why he made the conversation yes for. And I believe that people will listen to us when we listen out these different conversations. But it's great to be here, Morrison. How is your new week in the United States?
Oh, just the same old thing, the same activity. No more thing. You have to go from one job to another. Have to come home. You can rest. You have to do what you sign up for to always get on the podcast to talk about issues that are affecting the less privileged people. So it is what it is. And how's your into?
Yeah, it's great, great. My hand is good.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I seen some great improvement. The audio is kind of a sharp and other stuff because I seen a megaphone on your share. Thank you for the great job. We getting there gradually. Thank you for the great job.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll get there step by step. It'll be better. Yeah.
All right. So if you just joining, this is the Humanity Conversation. The Humanity Conversation is a podcast that highlight major human interest stories and development in Liberia and other part of the world. Today, basically, we'll be driving through our discussion point, having to be through our high school from grade 9 to 12, include vocational education, giving students practical skills and career path before graduation. This question is kind of a open question to everybody out there. Yeah. So if you having your own personal input to give on this topic, you can just click on the comment section. You'll see the link there. If you want to come to join the conversation, you can click the link in the comment section. We're gonna bring you on, and then we have this wonderful, fascinating and discussion that we have for today. So the humanity conversation research period segment is to encourage students to pay more attention to that lesson. Yeah, it's here to encourage students pay more attention to the lesson. This is one of the way that we want to buttress government effort by how and making students to pay key attention to the lesson that they will follow the humanity conversation every Monday and call on the number, answer question, and win that self recess. 500 Liberian dollars cash to win for recess throughout the week. So on the recess period segment, we just don't come on the segment and then just open the line for people to call and win recess for the week. But we also discuss educational matters that people need to know about on this segment as well. With the host Amadu Morris. Amadu Morris going to go through the topic, and then the rest of the panel, if the join, we're going to give our own fair analysis when it comes to the topic on our discussion. So welcome again to the conversation, my dear brother.
Welcome. It's great to be here. And I want to say, firstly, many thanks to the audience that always sticking with us, making sure that they are on time to see how best we can have conversation together. I believe we are doing it together. And I want to ask you to share, like, follow our platforms. And if you really come across this video and you have no interest in listening to us, I just want to let you know that by sharing, they even tell us that you have no interest in listening to us, because one day you'll come across the video and you're gonna watch it. Or just share for your follower. You might have a big follower background than us. So let's share for your followers. So just share for your followers. Sorry for that breaking. Just share for your followers so they too can follow us. So today our discussion point on the reset period segment: should our high school grade 9 to 12 include vocational education, giving students practical skills in career path before graduation? That is the questions, right? And we dropped that talking point on our platform, the Humanity Conversations official Facebook page. And if you are following Humanity Conversation official Facebook page, we dropped the topic last night for you to have a conversation. For those that already commented, we'll be reading out their comments and see what they have viewed in this discussions through Liberia implement in high school vocational education, meaning when our students is graduating, they should be graduating with skills. Mind you, not everyone goes to school, graduate from high schools, want to go directly to be someone who want to get a degree. Some people just want high school knowledge and see how best they can have their own business and have their own career path. Now, there are too many subjects in our high schools that we learn from seventh grade up to ninth grade. So the question A to the students between 9 to 12 grade. Between 9 to 12 grade is more than even 18 months, almost 21 months. So like I said, 3 years. In that 3 year time, when a career path is choose, meaning vocational knowledge, when it's chosen by our students, meaning when they are graduating from high school, they will graduate vocational knowledge. There are schools in Liberia implementing that, but not many. And we all can talk about the Boga Washington Institute in Kakata. That's what many of us know about. That students graduate from high school, already graduate, with electricity skills. And I want you to put them on par with students who graduate from high schools who are a technical knowledge, and those that graduate with technical knowledge. You see how the impact the society so fast. One have to go through high school, university, spend 4 or 5 years graduating, and later on, when the degree is not working for them, then they decide to pursue a technical knowledge. So if they can pursue this technical knowledge in high school before going out to college level, this can self-employ many of them. Many of them can be of practical skills. So this conversation is for each and every one of us. These are conversations I believe we should be making. These are conversations because we live in a society of innovations and practical work. Because when I say practical work, in our country, we are really good at talking and putting the work on paper, but last implementations. We can discuss this from now to tomorrow or even the next 4 or 5 years. When these things are not taken into consideration, practical lives will not get anywhere. Today, vocational knowledge is on the increase in Liberia. That's what you and I know. Everyone want to have that technical skills. But should they finish high school before having these technical skills? Or it is possible they can be in school between 9 and 12 and still acquire the skills. Yes, it is possible. There are many periods in schools that sometimes we have no news for. In Liberia alone, sometimes they say, oh, the third period, sixth period, just like a practical playing and other stuff. So we reduce the playing in school. We include into our curriculum the vocational skills. They don't have to be all of the vocational skills, but the one that students can quickly acquire, that it will be able to help them. It will serve as a career path right after high schools. So that is the questions. And whenever when you look at our space now, our educational space, it is good. Every young person is graduating from high schools want to go to college. Again, you see young people want to have a technical knowledge. So the question is, can we implement that into our high schools now? Yes, I see yes. But Mr. Doe, we'd like to welcome you to the conversation. Thank you. So Morrison, you
Yeah,
can
Mr.
take it
Doe,
from there. I want
welcome.
to guess.
Mr. Doe, welcome to the conversation. Mr. Doe, are you there? Your mic is muted.
Yeah, trying to. Yes, I'm following. I'm following. The network was giving me some tough time, but thank God I've joined the conversation. Thank you so much for welcoming me.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us too. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got your excuse from Amadu, and I'm glad that you are able to join the show today. How yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna look into that. Yeah, so thank you so much for doing everything possible to get your stuff together and join the show today. So welcome to
yeah,
the
welcome.
conversation. So today our discussion point having to be, oh damn. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, we are getting Morrison.
All right. So, Mr. Do, today we'll be discussing on the important. Today we'll be
To
discussing
our
on
high school,
our high school grade 9 to 12 grade include vocational education, giving student practical skill and career path before graduation. This is our topic on the discussion for today.
Yeah, thank you. I read it from the chat room and I said yes. That is a very unique and brilliant talking point. So I try to do everything I can, humanly possible, to join the conversation because this topic is fascinating for us to share our thoughts. Because during our days in high school, we never had the opportunity to have a vocational skills that could direct our career path. It is something that today try to create some problem for us. Only one skill we have when we graduated from high school. So I think the talking point for today is fascinating. It is rewarding, and we can do our best to expand on it so that our followers can know that at least we mean business for Liberia and those that believe in our ideology. So thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank
thank you.
you. Amadu. Amadu, you can take it from there.
Thank you. So you're welcome, sir. So like I was saying, we we need to have a space where career driven starts from high schools. Career path starts from high schools. There are many of us graduates, we have a career path. Nothing to point out to. We need to go back to the university, making sure we graduate a kind of degree. If we graduate with a kind of degree, when the degree fails, again, uh, we need to go back to get technical knowledge. Not field, especially, but when the degree is not bringing what we expect. For me, I actually believe that uh, going to college, graduating from college, it should serve as a reason 100% for a person to get job. I can say every day. Because these are the reason why we go to school. We did not go to school to kind of sit home. No,
Uh, Mr. Do, are you there?
not high schools.
Yes, I'm here, Morrison.
All right, all right.
Yeah, so just to stop from where Amadu and to start from where Amadu stopped, I think in my mind I support now high school. For me, we can even begin from fourth grade for the students. From fourth grade, from the student to start to develop their career path. Because from what I understand in Liberia, and graduating from high school, you only have basic and knowledge, but there is no profession. You only have basic knowledge to say, oh, I'm a high school graduate. But besides you graduating from high school, you can't do too many work as compared to somebody that was going to high school and then they start to learn trade. Because when you learn trade, you can even be in high school and be making money from the vocational trade that you learn. Like for instance, from fourth grade, you start to do electricity, you start to do plumbing. And before you reach now to 10th grade, you already understand that field because you have done so many. Because you see, vocational education, it is something like a hands-on, it is practical. As such, you're going to learn such skills, and once you reach a certain level, you will still be in high school. You start to make money from your career because that alone, learning how to drive, learning how to be a mason, learning how to become an electrician, a carpenter, and you know, that alone is a career path for you already. So you can make money while you are still in high school. But what happened over the years? We were only going for strictly high school knowledge. And I think in my mind, it was something wrong. What we need to do is government needs to implement a policy. Amadu, are you there?
I'm here with you.
Yeah. So government needs to implement a policy that will have a trickle-down effect on all schools in the country. That all schools in Liberia should attach vocational education. It means while you are going to school, you are learning a vocational trade. Amadu, you are good at computer. You are IT man. Even the basic computer skills, if you decide to give it to a child from 4th grade, before that child graduates from high school, that child will be expert when it comes to operating computer. That child will be expert.
Especially in the kind of digital world where the children can even do that further research, they'll be expert. They will be better than you at teaching. Because how many years you talking about that?
Because every semester things 24 hours they got their schedule after school, and you know, after the regular learning, they got time to go learn their trade. Amadu, there are things that will even cut down. It will even cut down the student roaming about in the community. Because for Easter, we say school dismissed, actual lesson ends at 2. Vocational learning starts from 2 to 5. Once you come from that trade school, you come in home 5. Before you reach home, you already tired. You don't see students in the street from Monday to Friday just roaming about. As you can see, our students, I'm not trying to condemn our country. I'll give an example. Amadu, I had the opportunity to go to Ghana. If I say this thing, I said this thing when I came from Ghana, my friends tried to lambast me. But I said, the only time I saw the Ghanaian students in the street, when they were coming from school, it was about 5 to 6. And I did an inquiry to know, yes, in the evening, I did an inquiry to know what was happening. And they told me that some of those schools that you see the students, they have vocational learning. So the students will be there, up to 4, 5 before their bosses, or they will start to make their own way home. At that time, soon they reach home, when they will find food to eat, when they will take bath, then you already tired. The only thing you don't want to rest and start to study your lesson. But in Liberia, 1 o'clock, schools dismissed in the country. You will see students roaming all about. No extra skills. So I think, in my opinion, this topic is a topic that is
because Mr. Joe, just look at Booker Washington Institute in Kagatan, right? There are many of our friends who all graduated from high school together. But after graduation, they many went straight into the employment line. Just by they went to high schools, but they graduated from an institution that have technical skills after high school. Many of them today are doing something. Just that one school alone that implemented that. Imagine what many schools try to implement this. How will it be? There'll be a lot of technical people because we are building Liberia now. Liberia needs a lot of technical people. Liberia is still a developing country, We still got a lot of work to do. So if these young people, if we go to schools and we spend some of our time and we can learn some of these careers, some of these practical skills, I will tell you that for us who run our technical schools, the students, the young people are hungry to learn. And there are students already start making that part of their learning. They are studying in high school now, coming to technical schools, learning. Some of them are already graduated, they stay in high school, but they're earning, they're doing something for themselves. Not everybody will just come and graduate, wait for the work kind of job. People should be graduating there with career. That's what I'm talking about. In fact, it will help to direct them which career path is good for them. Who told you can only get certificate in diploma in electricity? You can go far in electricity, but that foundation is very much important. You could be helpful to your parent and your community. You could be the next door contact. Oh, whenever electricity in this community, it goes to you. That alone will stop us from going to the ghetto to be drinking, smoking, and doing other things that is very much funny. Because why? We got something to pay attention to, and we got something to make us productive.
Let me
Seriously.
let me let me let me add on what you say, Amadu. The the problem, you see, like some of us that had the opportunity to go to the university, Amadu, let me say, do you know that we went to the university, the course we were doing, we were like blind, or in other words, they would say we're green to it, because we never had a career path when we were in school. We never had a career path that I did agriculture. Everything about agriculture for me in the university was strange. But some of my friends that went to do engineering, and some of them that want to do engineering and have the opportunity to attend NVTC and other institutions, they will not switch in a career.
No.
So, as we are saying now, if we can introduce this and start to teach agriculture in schools, and start to teach electricity in schools, and start to teach plumbing in schools, students will develop a passion and will go to the university, because maybe you got it from a certificate, you can advance plumbing and get your master's and get your PhD or BSc. And while you are doing that, you will be working. So for me, when I saw the topic today, I was moved, and I think I'm going to do all the schools in the country can do it. You are not
We can
forced
do it.
to
We have time for it. We have time.
You can take it in 2 or 3. Eh? Our students,
I
they
said we
can
have
also
time
issue
for it. We can do it.
cosmetology.
Yes.
You can learn cosmetology, you can learn other things. So that right after high school, they can be making money, or even they are in high school, they are making money. And life can be fun for them. But
It
today,
will
we
reduce
just high school
their
grades.
rate. It reduces a lot of things.
That's the problem, and I think we need to work on it.
Sure. So these are policies that our educational sector, ministry of education, everybody responsible for education in this country should be looking at. These things are not difficult. It is not hard to implement it. Let's say for the elections that are coming closer, right? You see somebody that will open a late vocational school to run it. Who will go make about 50-60% have gone there and graduated? If somebody can single-handedly do that for their own pocket, just look for the training and be able to compensate them, why you think we can do it in high schools? It's possible. It can happen. There are people already have the skills they want to get back. But how many of our institutions will think in these directions? This have to be from government, like we said, because they are the one responsible to come out with these policies and be able to enforce them. If you're graduating with skills in tailoring, imagine you start to put a lay or tailor shop right in front of your house and be doing a small sewing. Every day you not feel more than $500 to $600 for somebody know you can sew. If you decide to save $250, that good money in a week time, you can use that money and send it to the university. You can use that money and be able to help yourself. School all 2 p.m. We have 3, 4, 5. What are we doing? Some of the vocational schools are there 2 hours before you come to class for 2 times a week. 2 hours, 2 times a week, they learn something. If we dedicate 1 time in a week or 2 times in a week to some of these vocational skills that students will have interest in, they will decide, I want to do cosmetology, I want to do pastry, I want to do plumbing, I want to do electricity. They will decide to go into it. If the same people decide to go to industrial plumbing after high school, they already have knowledge on it. They'll not be strange. They'll be important to even the institution. There's an institution now when there's an electricity issues, the students solve it. When there's an issue for plumbing, the students solve it. So the money you should be spending to go look for plumber or electricians to be able to solve those problems, your student can already solve them because they already start doing private. So like Mr. Doe says, someone in 4th grade start to play with computer. From 4th grade to 12th grade, that person coming us when they focus on the kind of digital world from now, saying where you can learn for your own self, meaning self-paced learning. That person will be at different level. The small who graduated decide to go into it because two of their life up to 6 to 7 years, They already start playing with this instrument. The basic knowledge is already there. So when it goes to university, it becomes so easy because why? Nothing strange to them called computer anymore. They will just start to work, capitalize on it, advance, and see how best they can earn that degree in it and be able to advance more, and more. But if we wait, we go to school, we spend 14, 15, 16 years in high schools, graduate from high school. The question here is, what is the skills to graduate with when you graduate from high school? The only skill that I do know is to read and write. How many institutions need us that graduate from high schools to be able to employ us to only read and write because we can read and write? How many institutions? Not many. Not many institutions will be interested in us that can only read and write. We'll be hiring the plumbing electricians. There are institutions in this country that pay very well, and the electricians and the plumbers in these places that they pay very well are working there. They are not a college graduate. They graduated from high school with a career path. I'm giving you a practical example to Bobo, Washington. I know many of my friends who went to that school, when they graduated, they already ahead of us in terms of earning for themselves, in terms of making decisions and be able to help themselves financially. They were ahead of us. While graduating from high school, still looking up to our parents to be able to send to university because we have no technical skills. So the only thing we believe in is to go back to college, because then we believe when we graduate now we get a job. Imagine your first time sitting in a classroom when the teacher talk about electricity and it looks so strange to you because why? There's nothing absolutely physics taught in high school ever current. The one that teaches is very small. After basic electronic in many of our high schools, now in many high schools teach basic electronic, we stop that. The question is the physics, the chemistry, the mathematics. Where do they direct us? How many of us found our career path in high school? We only found this career path because I'm good at physics, I'm good at chemistry, I'm good at mathematics. Who told you you're good at mathematics, chemistry, and physics means you get passion to be engineer, or you get passion to be doctors? If we begin to do some of the training in high schools, it will be very much important. And this thing is not hard. In fact, this should start with public school. Children in public school most often are people from a low income background. I'm not saying people from a low income background cannot go to high schools, but when you look at the skills, they struggle to go to school, they struggle for transportation, they struggle to eat on campus. When they graduate from high school, they still struggle to go to university. Why make life so difficult for our students? So if public schools can implement these things in school, meaning some of the children that struggle to go to school in the public school, when they graduate from high school, they already have something to be able to earn from. Let me tell you, many of our parents in this country, when you graduate from high school, they feel with you. They don't. They don't. You need to run after your own education. So if you can graduate with skills in electricity, and I will tell everybody, it is not difficult because there are schools in Liberia that are already implementing that, but there are not many. And let me tell you, the students already in high school going to vocational institutions. I got a lot of high school students here. I got students in 9th grade, I got students in 11th grade, I got students in 10th grade. You know what they're doing? It's a sign, a symbol, they send it to you, the government, the institution responsible for our educational system, that we can still be in high school and graduate and be able to get career. Yes. Some of them just came from a class, right? They went home, found food to eat, they come right back on campus to do computer. Some of them came from class, right? They went home, just come back straight to come to that small electricity training. So these are high school students already started doing it. Why make it difficult for institutions that have building the capacity to carry on these things they're not doing?
Yeah,
We cannot continue graduating.
Yeah, I think what we need.
Ambassador, what happened with your video?
No, you are supposed to ask because I don't know why I'm not really moving. I just see my.
Although it's not moving.
I think you knew they're gonna think.
If I don't click on the link and move.
I
I'm
say,
moving.
I say,
So
I say, click on the link. You getting me?
if I do, it's not moving. So yeah. So as I was saying, it's possible. And the ambassador don't get comfortable. We can do that. We need more technical skills. Liberia is fast developing, but this can only happen when we have more technical skills. Look at the road they build. They need people there with technical skills. Look at many people building houses now in Liberia. They need electricians. They need plumbers. They need people who can do their painting and putty stuff. They need people that can do it. So if I get on skills after high schools, or before even graduating from high schools, I already start earning something because it's possible for me to be in Navry before even entering to Navry. I already have the skills. I begin to earn something. I will tell you that it will even reduce the crime rate in our country. There are people today, there's no other choice but to become a criminal. And somebody will say, hey, there's no excuse to be a criminal. You know what people are going through? You going through, so you just see that kind of thing. Have you have you sat down with some of these people and asked them how they go about doing some of these things? It's because of reason. So I will stop there, Morris. What is your take on this topic, Morrison?
Ambassador, do are you there?
I'm here, but I just received a message. My connection, I've lost access to the camera. I don't know what happened. So RT people you have to come into her.
The new link I sent you click on it.
Yeah, let me try again. Because
Cancel the one you're talking on and click on that new link. Cancel the one you're talking on. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I've been facing the technical error for my end here, so I've been working on it. Yeah, so but let me try to keep my own fair info when it comes to the topic on this discussion. To be honest, bro, I support for vocational school to be introduced in high school. Seriously, reason because it will help students to at least gain
I think I'm
something.
moving.
It will help students gain something from the high school. Right after they get out of high school, they will be able to go out and start earning money for themselves. Right? Then for somebody to be in high school, right after high school, be thinking about going to vocational school again to learn something for themselves before they can start making money. But if the school can introduce, if the ministry of education can introduce this in various schools, it will be so helpful. Yeah, you in the Western world, it happened here. In the Western world, it happened all over. But only in Liberia, we find this difficult. And look at a common example, Amadu. Someone have to leave from high school, go to computer school, or go learn pastry, go learn tailoring before they can start earning something on their own. You see them in Ambassador. So I support the idea to include vocational school learning in high school to enable students to get equipped when they're getting out of high school. They will know how they are going out of high school and they will be able to stay on their own to earn some money for themselves instead of going to another trade school to learn something again right after high school. So it's about time the various schools look into this matter and see how best they can introduce the vocational school and career path in various high schools to guide these students when they get out of high school so that they can be able to stay on their own. So you can come in, Ambassador, though.
Yeah, as I said, at least I'm moving now, so I'm happy. So as I said, it is good. All we need to do on Morrison, we need to engage government. We need to engage those that are responsible for the regulation of educational activities or matters in the country. We could begin with the DO, the CEO, or Because at the ministry, I was told they got different departments that are responsible for different things. We could do an inquiry, go to the ministry, and see how best we can talk to somebody, have them live on our program, and then discuss these things with all voice of politics. Because what we are saying today is too sensitive. Some of us will suffer that. I said it initially. We suffer. We went to high school with only high school knowledge. Nothing beside high school we learn. Only high school knowledge. No vocational skills. Nothing. So even we had the opportunity, choose some friends and family blessing, we had the opportunity to go do or to go to the university to even learn about agriculture. Everything about agriculture was strange. While it is true that some of us will grew our passion because we were born and raised on a plantation. My father worked as estate manager and superintendent for Cavada River Plantation before his passing. I also had a friend called Theophilus Kama, who I also worked with as a clerk. So I had some previous idea, but it was a practical idea. It was not a theoretical idea. When I had the opportunity to come to school, everything that I ventured was strange. Because we went to high school just like that, just to know how to read and write. No vocational and no knowledge. So I think this topic, we need to engage national government. We need to engage stakeholders, representatives, and senators, ministers, directors, to see how we can bring them on the platform and we talk matters that have to do with the future of Liberian children. Because today, we are no longer in our future now. But what happened to the subsequent generation? The generation that will take over us and another generation has to take over from them. This generation have to be prepared. Because today, Dassin, thank God you are being here. As you said, and I agree with you, people just graduate from high school. I want to do pastry. I want to do plumbing. I want to do tailoring. I want to do electricity. These are things we're supposed to learn. As Amadu said, like, we're supposed to learn these things in high school. When we are graduating, we're graduating with something that we can stand on. But today, nothing. So I think, Amadu, I want to a little bit disagree with you, Sumo, to say it should only begin with the public schools. This could be a mandate. This could be a mandate that all schools in the country, all high schools, or all schools in the country, unless you are running ECD means for children, kindergarten, you got to get they have some schools in the country, they are only running on ECD level. They only get the children in nursery, K1, K2, first grade. These are ECD. They are not fully mature to do vocational study. But once you have from 4th grade up to 9th grade, or from 4th grade up to 12th grade, you must include vocational learning. And if a child wants to do any subject that you want to do, or cosmetology, a girl wants to do cosmetology, she start to learn it, or interior decoration, she start to learn it from 4th grade. My dear brother, before that child graduates from high school, that child will start to make his or her own money. And then it will reduce the burden. And I also want to disagree with you when you said it should be 1 time a week or 2 times a week. No, Amadu, it should be every day. The school should employ the same way you can employ teacher for the subject. Like for me now, I'm teaching biology and general science, civics, and literature. In some places, they call it service government. So it should be a full-time thing. It means that normally in our country, school dismissed 1:30 to 2. So it means from 2 o'clock, you enter the vocational classes to learn your career. But in Liberia, we that teaching in schools, we play fun out of career. Let me be bold to say it on a big platform. Because we just say career day. Then we say, you want to become agriculturist? The child will say yes. Then the way Paul got small agriculture knowledge now, I will define agriculture, what agriculture can do, what are the benefits of agriculture, the important. Then the child stand on more people and start to read. We are playing Margaret out of career. We are playing Margaret out of career because I will explain to this child as you have taken the child on a practical site. Look, my brother, go back to our
So,
sister school, St. Luke. Go to our
Ambassador,
sister
let me just bring this in here. So, what you see
Okay.
in the Western world, they get it in the cost student athletes. What you think they have it, right? That identical,
Yes,
that
in
identical.
school, high school. They get
Yeah,
student athletes. Yeah, sure. In the Western
why you
world,
think they get student athletes, right? Reason
they
being,
get in high schools.
they are the learning in they learning in high school at the same time learning that the career that when it comes to football, they learning football as well. So if you follow the Western world, you see there's
Yeah,
Spain, England, other places
on high
where you
school
see
level.
where you see they having academy and other stuff. You know that Messi they ain't go to a specific high school. No, Messi they ain't go to specific high school. Everything was taught right in Barcelona Academy. You see that? Everything was taught right in Barcelona. When it's time for the learning aspect, they go and learn. When it's time for them to go teach them the soccer part of it, they go and teach them the soccer
And
part of it.
many of these sports teams get out of high school. They get out of high
Yeah.
school. They get out of universities.
So like Mr. Doe saying, yeah, like Mr. Doe saying, it should be part of the curriculum that everything should be taught in school. If the say school can dismiss 12 o'clock, meaning 1 hour 30 minutes should be there for the vocational learning. For the vocational learning, indicate all of these career courses in your school handout. Let the students look at it, or let the parents look at it. Let the students choose where they want to learn. And I believe if the student choose what they want to learn, they're learning it gradually. Before they get out of high school, they are well seasoned. They getting out there. They're not going to go out there again, be looking, say, I want to go to Care Institute of Professional Study. They won't go to Care Institute of Professional Study. They won't go to other vocational school because they already get a skill in there. They're not going out now to go see how best they can start making money. Yes. So Ambassador, like Ambassador was saying, we need to find means to contact some of these top hurricane that are responsible for education in our country to talk to them to come on the platform. Let's share some of these ideas with them. Let them go and put it before their police and see how best they can work on some of these.
Even on the thoughts. All of them, these are discussions we should be having. Remember, these are discussions we should be having at home. This kind of discussion will help a lot because we just discussed randomly about what happened in the news, the politicians, the this, the that. What are we performing as young people? What is the discussion they're listening to when it comes to us? What is the discussion? Are they innovative? I will recommend you something that makes sense to them. Yes, on this platform. These are discussions. These are serious matter discussions that they need to know. We need
All
to
right.
call them. Come here. Let's sit there and see what can we do with this.
So we'd like to welcome our dear brother and Josh Bailey. Josh Bailey, welcome to the conversation today. Our topic on the discussion is should our high school from grade 9 to 12th grade include vocational education, giving students practical skills and career path before graduation? This is our topic on the discussion. So welcome to the conversation.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dassin. And to our panelists, I want to say I'm very sorry for coming in late, but however, it is better to be late than never. So again, I've been following the topic, just like, as we have some responsibility to work for our people, so we are obligated to do so. However, from our end, as to whether our high school should be included or should include vocational educational system within the high school before graduation. Is that the topic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so from my end, I would say yes, because this is my point of argument is that today we found out in our setting or in our generation today that most of us that are coming from high school, we don't even have a vocational or technical know-how. So all we know or we learn is to read and write. But no, in other countries, when you come from high school, like Ghana, the Ghana, Siryon, if you come from high school, my brother, If you are a science student,
I think George having some network issues, so Amadu, you can pick up from there. Or Mr. Doe, if you want to come in, you can come
laboratory,
in.
you're going to the lab to the hospital immediately because you already.
Yeah, so thank you, and let me welcome Josh. Josh, his contribution is meaningful. I think we are looking at Liberia now from a positive standpoint, because gone are those days where young people were not thinking how Liberia could be better, but now we are thinking how our country can be better, so that the subsequent generation cannot suffer the way we suffer. And actually, we did say it right. We just graduated from school. We just graduated from high school just to learn how to read and write. And it actually involves us. Some of us, we have friends. As somebody said, we have friends. We can work around and see some opportunity. People want
Amadu, meet your mic. Amadu, meet your mic.
So I believe that there should be time now where we should call stakeholders. We should recommend to national government. Amadu said it right. We can take our plot to the legislators, those that are on, because they pass policy. If you wanted to, they can pass policy, because one of the reasons of being there, although we put it in a bracket, we say, they have 3 cardinal responsibility. They have more than 3 cardinal responsibility. They make laws. They create new county. So once we have these issues that are burning, and thousands of young people are suffering from it, our platform, we can use our platform and force them to listen. That, oh, look, there's a need that you pass a bill in a house that schools in Liberia must have vocational learning. And it is easy when they pass it and government subsidize all schools in the country. It is easy. My brother, I was reading on 7 as teacher. When Manabio took over 7, I'm not being so political, but I must commend him. When Manabio took over his first years, he loved it. And all the schools in 7 was practically free, because parents were just paying small money. Teachers were supported by government based on the projects. So government could do the same, our government can do the same. Lobby out there, you will have donors coming to help and equip our educational sector. No, my brother, it is saddening, it is pathetic that you see yesterday there were a lot of graduation in our community. Our whole community was noisy, but this morning, see the children, they are just sitting home. Some of them parents don't have the means to say go and follow your education. But when we had this program in school, they are graduating with diploma, and they are graduating with professional certificate, maybe as a carpenter, maybe as electrician, or somebody who do cosmetology, and then they can start to make money. And one thing I will tell you, when we attach value to our education system in such manner, you will not see the children roaming about in the street. Everybody will be serious. I will say it, when I went to Ghana to see the Ghanaian children in the street, it was difficult. My brother, Saturday, before I saw children in the street, most of the children, I was to where I was lodging, there's a Catholic school that called St. Michael. I had the time to I went on the campus to visit the principal. I introduced myself as a Catholic, so he opened up to me as a Catholic. And the good thing was also at night, as I am at night, so we talked freely. He introduced me to some of the brothers there, and he explained the system that we are talking here. So for me, I do believe that the government need to work and for our school system to be better, that the children graduating from high school will graduate with a career, and they will make their own money to go to the university would not be a problem. But Amadu, you myself have been in Refi now for more than 15 years. Some of our friends that graduated from high school, when I came here 2009, most of the young people that graduated high school, when I came here 2009, most of the young guys that graduated from high school, they didn't have skill. when they're going to graduate with something,
Just
then they make their own money now. So I think we need to push this and use our platform to force people to listen. Thank you. That's my contribution to them.
thank you. Thank you. So, as of the time, we are on a reset period segment, and today we are discussing a very important topic. Should high school implement that? So we're already talking about. We want to collectively agree that yes, there should be vocational knowledge or vocational skills in high schools that will enable us when we graduate from high school should have some career path because no matter we all know that we go to school, we graduate, we need to read and write. Nothing else they teach us. They teach us about the A, B, C, the 1, 2, 3, the different adjective and the different mathematics. And when we graduate, we go back in the community. There are many high schools graduates struggling to go back to university. You may tell anybody say University of Liberia is 100% free or maybe 15 or 20% free, but they're looking not even afford transportations. But then they were able to go to school. Like I said previously, the child struggle to go to school, struggle to graduate from high school. When they graduate, struggle to go to college. So if they go to school struggling and after high school come with some skills, it'll be important. So on the reset period segment, we ask our audience until we can have our OB group next year. Let me say next month, hopefully we'll work on our OB group to go out there and ask our students questions. We want to know what our students are studying. And we'll be some of these questions not just be academic questions. We'll be asking questions based on some of these things. What is the student opinion on bringing vocational education into the school system? Like I tell you, right now as I'm speaking, there are students in school here learning computer skills. They keep high school, not too long, the way when they eat the rest a little bit, they come to school. So students are already doing it. Students are already getting adjusted to it. They are so it is not impossible. But if we're going to do it, we have to do it collectively. We have to do it with these are discussions I think we should be having. Like I said, these are discussions that should be at Aisha, that should be on the street, that should be in the community. Let me those say, go on the day that Gabriel will just stay and be celebrating one person. Or sometimes maybe somebody can say our IQ is too low. Yes, our IQ. Go on the day that will just stay and talk about Messi and Rolando and other people. No, we are talking about things that will impact us tomorrow. The next generation, now need to struggle. You can't struggle to go to school. You struggle to finish high school. You struggle to go to university. And after graduating from university again, you still struggle to earn. We can keep, if we continue struggling, we'll still have a struggling system. What are those things? What are those things we're thinking about? Implementing, what are those systems we think about implementing into our educational sector that will make us, when we graduate from high school, will be important to the community we graduate from. So if you are following us and you want to make
so George was in
that's why I'm
flight. George was in flight problem. So let's give it the time to come in. George, the mic is turned over to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Amadu, just mute your mic.
Yeah, thank you. I think I had some technical problem. So, thank you again. The issue, as I was saying today, if you go Siryon or you go Ghana, one will graduate from high school while the man is coming up. When he tell you say I get idea in electrician or in being a carpenter, or you go Siryon, the man tell you say I can do this. It will interest you to know that he will do it as if he had gone to the school or the college or the university we have around in Liberia. Liberia have made the learning system so difficult for us, for our brothers and sisters, for the new generation today. Liberia learning system is very difficult. It's difficult. In Siryon, you come from high school, Mr. Dassin, you will go to the law school. You go do the law school entrance. You come from high school, you will go to college. Probably you might not even write entrance. Just pass in the WAS. In your country, it's happening there. But in Liberia, you will come from high school. You must pass in WAS. You must pass in all the subjects before you even go do your career, to go enter university. You must pass. You must get your first degree before you say before you start thinking about. Yeah, you get your first degree before you.
The network giving George hard time. We know the area Georgia Thomas Bear, Bomi County. I know he have to facing some network issue. So today the topic on the discussion is so interesting. To be honest, every one of us saying the same old thing and every one of us pushing the same old idea. So I think we will start engaging our stakeholders like Ambassador Dose because all of this conversation is centered around Ambassador Do because he's serving as an instructor on this platform. So all of the discussion sometimes will always centered around him. So Ambassador Do, Ambassador, oh, the network issue giving these guys serious problem. Yeah, so it's prudent enough to get a vocational school in high school, to be honest, because it will help students when they're getting out of high school to be able to go out there and get something on their own. So seeing or pushing today for us to get vocational school in various high schools in Liberia is something very, very important that all well-meaning Liberians need to look into it. Most especially the parents out there, they need to look into this delicate situation because you see your children going to school, just come from school. There are a lot of high school graduates just sitting home with no skill, nothing. They just sitting home. Yeah, but if you in high school, if you in high school and then you learning a skill there before you get out of high school, you well seasoned, you go out there. You need to go and say you're looking for vocational school again to attain before you can learn something. No, you already seasoned. But then you already seasoned. The only thing you need to do is just go out there, start looking for things that you think you can do to get money for yourself. To get money for
I don't
yourself.
know.
Instead of say, oh, you're getting out of high school again, then you're going to vocational school. So the topic is very, very much interesting to all parents out there. Like I said, Ambassador Do, every time that discussion always centered around Ambassador Do because he serves as an instructor on this platform. Yeah, so you serve as an instructor on this platform. So all of these ideas and the knowledge we push in here, we would love for you to go out there, go among your colleagues and preach some of these things so that you guys can push it to the higher level. Let's be honest. So that one of the things I can really appreciate of having the research period segment that you always on the segment because you serve as an instructor and you'll be the center point between the platform and the school administrator or the parents out there. But the topic is very interesting. You yourself saying it. You yourself saying it. You know you experience it. Going to school back then, you go out of high school. That some of your colleagues still sitting back home with no skill. There's some of us had to leave on high school 2009. They seen 2009 want to YMCA. You think it was better pay attention to computer to teach students in high school at that time. Say the teaching all computer, they already pay attention to us. Some of us want to guess us as we're going to computer school. But now Amadu, even the computer school there, even the computer the teaching in the various schools there, the computer instructor, they're not even serious. They ain't pay attention to it. How the children, how the kids learning? They
Teacher,
pay attention to it.
finish.
They pay attention to it. Seriously,
At
bro.
all, they are not paying attention to it.
How about you say you teaching computer in school?
In fact, the funny part is, even the school are not even taking computer be serious. The school administrator, see how sickly it is. To the extent the whole week they make computer, maybe just one period.
Yeah.
So now you
Take for
have
example.
about 30 computer in the lab. You
Take
have
for
about
example.
91 students, 3% beyond one computer while they are learning. That teacher will not
Take
be
for,
able to do.
take for
This school
example.
should be taking computer very serious, not taking it serious.
Yeah, take for example,
I don't know
back
what people
we have computer. We
we are moving
have
further the word moving.
they included computer in our learning. Our instant map, they included computer in our learning, but what we got from that? Nothing. The instructors are not even serious at that time.
They
The
teaching
people
all
are not serious.
what the included is
They're
the
not serious.
first generation or second generation. Bro, now, first generation, second generation is no longer important to computer.
Let me honest, they're not
Computer is not
serious.
history. Computer is not history. Computer is innovation, change take place every day. In computer, we unlearn and relearn. We have to unlearn that whole first, second generation thing. It's not happening. But go back to high school today. It is the only note they gave me that they know they still giving the children first generation, second generation. That is not computer is gone. Computer is not history. You can't explain history to the students.
You say
You can't explain history to the
you
students.
say you teaching
What
computer.
Amadu,
You say you teaching
what you
computer in
saying
high school.
about
You
Amadu,
teaching
what you
computer in
saying
high
you are
school.
right, because in high school now, I think the only word the children can learn from computer, boot the computer. So
Boot
at
the
the end of the
computer.
day, when the teacher everybody can be laughing, boot the computer, boot the
Yeah. So
so
you say
we need a
you teaching students about computer in high school. Then when the students get out of high school, they still running to computer school. What sense they make?
yeah. So it's the program. The program. I must admit, as I said, or Dassin said, but teacher, I must admit, some of the schools around here teaching the computer is just there for literature, so that they can get money from the parents, but it's not being taught correctly. I must admit, we are on a bigger platform and will be bold, so that maybe people listening to all want to help schools around, so they can help the schools. Because some people we just put it there, some schools just put it there, so that parents can be moved. Actually, what we're discussing, many parents want their children to have vocational knowledge. So when the schools place
Yeah,
it
they
in the
actually
information sheet that we are offering computer, parents can be too happy, parents can be excited. Parents can pay, and can you imagine the computer fee is an extra fee, sometimes the charge $70 to $60.
yeah. So school is
And
$40.
parents
So
want
school
to pay.
$30.
Yeah,
But still,
but
the
even
children
the
don't even
computer
have it.
teacher they can hire, as he
They may
said, Amadu, the computer teacher and Morrison, as he said, the computer teacher not serious.
not
How you hire
serious.
computer one time and 3 person behind one computer? So I think all we need to do, and Morrison, you say, yeah, Morrison, we can talk these things, but let me say one thing to you so you can understand today, Morrison, what is happening in Liberia. Brother, private schools, preparator and preparatress, they don't like you to say things that will make them to spend money outside the money they are making. They see you as a threat.
The character
You
party.
can't when you start to say the truth, they don't like you. And that's the only job we have, to maintain our family and to cater to ourselves. But the only time these things can be enforced, the people only want you to say things that will give them money, they will have profit. Like when program coming in schools, teachers don't benefit from the programs that preparators and preparators can benefit. No schools around here will tell you when graduation came, all the way the teachers took part in the program. After graduation, teacher get percentage. No, they only pay you and give you your salary.
And I
Even
want
key and quick contest, teacher don't get
to
percentage. Who get the money? So the people don't want to spend money, but the only people that can force them to spend money is national government. Yeah. And my brother, once the people see that you are being so smart, you are being so vocal in meeting, they want to ostracize you. They don't have the belief that you can find teacher anywhere. They don't care as to whether the person is qualified and competent. They will just go for senior high school graduate, has no experience, and just put them in front of the people children. Because they feel that any people just want to teach in the country. They don't want to know about the capability of that person they want to hire. So if you try to be technical on them, they can look at it, this is not your school. I'm speaking from vast experience. I serve as principal for school.
Ambassador, though, how
So the only
often?
thing,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're
So
right.
how
You're right.
exactly
I
what
got
you're
experience
saying,
on the
right?
same thing.
Why you saying, Ambassador, though? You actually pushing a point that draw my attention to ask the question: how often Ministry of Education sent team in various schools around Monrovia or out of Monrovia to to really monitor the instructor that teaching them to know if these people are qualified teaching these students. How often the Ministry of Education do? Because everything we're talking here is just surrounded the Ministry of Education. They are the model of the education. Let me honest. Like you
Okay,
saying,
so
right?
thank you.
Like you saying,
Yeah.
you sometimes you actually want to see differences in the school. You want to see different learning atmosphere. But how can you talk it? Because if you say it's going to affect your job. The positive, like you said, the positive fee at a private school. But if the Ministry of Education is supervising all of these things, I think Ambassador Do, you guys are well qualified. Would be the icing on the cake. Because if people you feel that they can get on, you go take anybody that if they can go put it in a classroom and teach. But if the Ministry of Education actually going through their process, going around having a team, like I've been seeing or recent where they have
My
ministry,
brother
they have
Morrison, all
uh,
about sector the issue. The monitoring aspect the issue. They put like an employee to go monitor the get issue. They put us to be looking at the minister, if the minister looking at it, like that is how it should be, right? So I should be monitoring the minister to be aware. The minister should be looking at the directors and other people. Yes, very looking
look
at it. The director
look at
who is saying the country, they're monitoring it.
look at
Amadu,
Ambassador
there.
Do. Look at Ambassador Do. Ambassador Do is well seasoned. Ambassador Do is well seasoned with all of with all of his credentials that he having. Ambassador Do to be in something better that he can boast of at the end of the month. But because they get a lot of unqualified instructors that are teaching various high schools that in reach the criteria that some of them reach, they are the cause for them to cut their money.
Yeah, so you talk about the Darcy, you talk about the monitoring arm. So the Ministry of Education set what we call educational district. They divide the education into segments. They have the DO, the CEO, the county education officer, and they have the district education officer. Like for District 17, we have 3 educational districts. In District 17, we have Red Band 1, Red Band 2, and Red Band 3. So for most, but even the people that are supposed to monitor from the district, they don't have the support. How they will come in the fee? They don't have the support. They start not being in the office.
Labro actually deserve.
No, Liberia has a corporate complex problem. Liberia problem is corporate complex. My brother, I say we have the district education officers here, but you can't see them. Since the school started, I have not seen anybody from the ministry coming to the school that I work with. I have not seen anybody. The only thing I have seen, my principal told us in our chat room that he was going to attend the DEO meeting. They can go there for meeting, but you can't see the people coming to monitor. So my brother, everything in this country is very more complex, and our situation is a complex situation. Only God leading everything in this country, my brother. Look, you see, Darcy, you are here. You never knew how the system was terrible until at least God has blessed you. You change location and you start to have our opinion now, my brother. We are in a system that we fight each and every day, but people don't know. My brother, if you work with the government school teachers, they end something a little bit good because, but if you work with some private school in this country, my brother, you just say, let me say that I'm not condemning people that ride the keke, the motorbike. No, I'm not condemning them. You say, but let me join them. But if you want to join them, the question is, who's going to build the generation that will come after you to teach you your dollar or their dollar? Who's going to do it? But my brother, the system we are working with is very much complicated. All we can do is to use this platform. Thank God for this platform. We pray that we have our equipment that will be going, and virus will be going, people will be seeing us and will be talking these sensitive things. I think government will be able to listen because there are so many things that are happening not only in the educational sector, my brother. You bring somebody here from the health sector when they talk, my brother, you'll be crying in America there for Liberia. You'll be crying. Because everything in our country, nothing.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, Amadu, we are running out of time. We get waffled about
Yeah.
7 more minutes to draw the curtain for today's edition. So since we are on the recess period segment and we all about education, I want to give Ambassador do 2 minutes of our time to tell us about the ACMEWAF scholarship students. Ambassador, do if you care to
Yeah,
share that with
Morrison,
us,
before quickly,
we appreciate that.
uh, yeah,
Can you
Morrison,
hear me?
Before,
quickly. You got many devices there. You can just Morrison, you can just switch to our Imagine conversation page. We'll drop that comment on the topic and read it out for us. Yeah.
Yeah, so Ambassador, do you heard what I said?
no.
I said, since we are on the humanity conversation research period segment, and then all what we're discussing is about education, I would just like to give you 2 minutes of our time to tell our audience about your organization because I was following your page and I noticed that you guys were planning to post some students in school. So if you care to share that with our audience on behalf of your organization, we highly appreciate it. That's what I was saying.
Oh yes, I care so much to share such wonderful
Yes,
information.
two
And
minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
yeah, I want to be grateful to the team, to our board of directors, and the CEO in the States, and the team in Liberia. We are doing a great job for this year. We had a plan of putting about 15 students with the help of other partners, but uh, things could not materialize so fully. So instead of 15 students, currently we have about 6 students now on a scholarship from 2 districts. We have students on our scholarship in District 17, and we have students in District 16. 6 students now on our scholarship for the first time. Even on Saturday, we were in meeting and we discussed how the monitoring aspect of our students will be because we need to have their program report, and the schools they are in need to give us report regarding their progress. So even today, uh, I posted in our chat room the schedule of those that will be monitoring because I'm the coordinator of the organization in Liberia, and we are 6 persons for now volunteering with the organization. So I posted our schedule that will be monitoring the children to know their performance report. But at a subsequent time, I wanted to ask for time where I would give full duty. I will be like a guest now. That's why I'm panelist and to talk more about the institution and scholarship and share some photos of the children in their uniform, going to school and my team, and having some time with them on the campus. But that will
Yeah, I think
start in November.
we we can do that. We can do that on if you want us to do it, we can do it on Monday. Then you can just
Yeah,
while talking about the research period segment, you can just throw light on it during that time.
yeah,
I know it.
yeah. So yeah, thank you. So I wanted to be done in November because our monitoring arm from the school will start in November. Yeah. But for the scholarship, we supported 6 persons this academic year. It's the first trial. And what we are coming up with now will be a spelling bee competition. Just to keep
Yeah.
the kids together and to keep the schools being active. So far so good how far we are.
All right, thank you so much to your team. Thank you so much to your CEO. These are things that we want to see happening in Liberia. These are engagement we want to see other nonprofit organization engaging themselves into, so we can give them the opportunity to come on this platform because it's all about human interest stories. So kudos to you and your team. We appreciate you so much. The Liberian people appreciate you. The kids that you guys put in school, you guys don't have any connection with them, but only God will reward you guys. So thanks to your team. And then we hope and pray that we can get one of your team members joining the podcast so that we can have one or two exclusive interview with them. I don't know how you see it.
Yeah, it's good, it's good. I think I will do that. Maybe the secretary could join or my co could join. So once you set the appointment, it will be done and the person can appear on the platform.
All right. So do you get your organization need too long? So just call your organization name here, so our followers can listen to it. The good work you guys have done, so they can get acquainted with the organization name.
So the organization is called Amiwa. Advocacy for Children Media Education in West Africa Foundation. ACMIWA. That's the
Amiwa.
organization.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks to
ACMIWA.
Amiwa. Thanks to Amiwa organization for taking on that initiative to process students in school. And to be honest, it's not easy. I experiencing it. It's not easy. It's somehow challenging, but when you sign up for something, you have to do it. So thanks to
Yeah.
you guys so much. So we are running out of time. I will just go to the comment section and read on from there. People that have been following since yesterday when Amadu did the post and up to present on the podcast. So I will go straight to the comment section. So we have OG King Ben. OG King Ben said, while it is essential to have a well-rounded academic foundation, I believe that integrating vocational education into high school can be beneficial for students. It provides them with practical skills and knowledge that can be immediately applicable in the workforce, and it also helps them explore potential career path before committing to higher education. This can save students time, money, frustration in the long run, as they will have a better understanding of what they enjoy and see at before committing a particular field. Then Mike Momo said high school should include vocational training, giving students more experience and open their eyes to more ways to make more money for themselves. So this was the comment that came from the Humanity Conversation page when Amadu did the post yesterday. So I'll go straight to the comment section on the live podcast today. Today we have Amadu Morris following. We have the Ray Hefi Dede as usual. The Ray Hefi Dede always following us. And we have Dudu. Dudu always following, which I would like to know who is the Dudu person. Dudu always following up from the start of the podcast. You've been following. So we appreciate you so much, Dudu. And we have Drama Queen. Yeah, Drama Queen have been one of our top engagers. She been engaged in the humanity conversation. She been sharing the humanity conversation page so that people can follow the humanity conversation. So Drama Queen, whatever you are, I say shout out to you. Thank you so much for always following the humanity conversation. And thank you for always inviting people to the humanity conversation. So basically, these are people that commented in the comment section, gentlemen. So I think we are out of time, and then we'll just I'll just turn the mic to the host, and then probably he will one or two things to say, and then we'll call it out there.
Yeah, thanks. I want to say this to our audience. If mm, any topic on this platform is not interesting to you, this should be. We all admit it, right? Even some of our parents, when they heard this conversation, they admit we cannot continue graduating from high schools without our skills. We shouldn't continue graduating from high schools only to learn how to read and write. We should graduate with skills. And how can this thing happen is for you that following the viewers, share this video, have these conversations in your community, have the conversation to your teacher, have the conversation to your various place that you guided. Liberians should start to think so different for the people to know that we not only care about how many person made noise in the house of legislator, how many person steal money. Let's tell them that this innovation will really help us to take our mind from under a bit and be on focus. But how can this thing happen is for them to listen to us. We can say and say and say, but if they can go on the floor, begin to have this conversation, have this fights, and making sure that this thing happen, it's gonna be good for all. Vocational education is important, and I believe that we should still have the conversation when time comes. This should only be the first time. Thank you very much. It was great being here.
All right, so thank you so much, Amadu Morris, and then Ambassador Dole. We just get your parting comment, and then we'll call it out there.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to our follower and thanks to all those that have been commenting. I will do our best to always come on this platform to contribute meaningfully to uh, issues that have to do with our own community. So thank you so much. I'm glad to be a panelist on the platform. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ambassador Dole, and thanks to all of our esteemed followers who've been following for today's edition. I would like to say thank you guys so much. We appreciate all of your comment, and we would like to let you all know that we highly appreciate if you share our live whenever we go in live, and if you invite people to follow the humanity conversation the Humanity Conversation pretty soon will start streaming directly on the Humanity Conversation podcast page. So please, whenever we go in live, please help to share the Humanity Conversation so that this information can reach out to all well-meaning Liberians in and out of Liberia so that they can give their input on some of the discussion. Everything can be politics. Everything can be politics. It's about time that we discuss human interest stories. So please, we are begging you. The Humanity Conversation is begging you guys to please like, share, and follow the Humanity Conversation page. So today is the beginning of the week, which happens to be Monday, the 27th of October 2025, the recess period segment. And today the topic on our discussion having to be issue our high school grade 9 to 12 include vocational education, giving student practical skills and career path before education, before graduation, pardon me. So if you are parents out there, start to think about this. If you are students out there, start to think about this, that it's about time that you encourage your parents to go for PTA meeting and put some of these things in front of the school administrator so that they can find reason to include the vocational school into the high school learning. So that if you graduate from high school, you go out there, you won't need to go look for a trade school again to get something to start earning from it before you can enter university. Right after high school, meaning you have already been equipped, you want to go right out there now to start making money on your own. So thank you ever so much. That's how I would like to draw the curtain for today's edition with our team song. If you see me here again, you're going to be tomorrow on our random discussion with the host Aloysius SSJ Jr. Again, if you just joined it, this is the Humanity Conversation. The Humanity Conversation is a podcast that highlight major human interest stories and development in Liberia and other part of the world. My name is Morrison Dassin Jr. And that's how I say bye-bye for my end.
You're hungry, you're not getting nothing. You're poor, you can't afford. Some of your life more than dig hole and cover hole. Some of your lost you the civil war. Some of your breadwinners said government said no job. You're fed up with the high living. Just to survive. Some